Hey there, beautiful people. Thanks for joining me. This is Flow with Roberto. Welcome to day 2 of our 10-day yoga challenge, where we engage our core for better posture, control, and balance in our everyday movement. We end today's practice with a pranayama called Kapalabhati to really activate our core energy with our breath. I really hope you enjoy it. I'll see you on the mat. Let's get started in a kneeling position. If you need to use a block or a cushion to prop yourself up, you can put it between your feet and have a seat on that block or cushion or that prop, okay? If it's easier for you. Let's bring our gaze past the point of our nose and just observe. Resting the muscles in our face, our eyelids, cheeks, jaw, tongue, forehead. Keep our spinal column long. If thoughts come and go, you observe them without judgment and bring your attention delicately back to your breath. A natural, unmodified breath in and out of your nose. Start to bring your awareness to your skin, temperature of the air, any tingling sensations, warming sensations. Bring your awareness to the weight of your body, resting on your tibia, the floor beneath you. Observe sensations in your body without judgment. Start to deepen our breath, bringing our breath to our chest. So inhaling through our nose, noticing cool air as it comes in to your nose, creating space in your thorax, and exhaling out of your nose warm air, exiting your nose as you exhale. Into your chest and exhaling through your nose. One more time like this. Inhale and exhale. That's good. Bring our breath a little bit deeper into our belly. So inhaling through our nose, inflating our chest, creating space in our belly and our obliques, and exhaling out, belly, chest, nose. Another 3 times like this. Your breath is long and deep. One last breath. Next inhale, bring your hands in front of your sternum, in Anjali Mudra, in prayer. Observe your palms united. Notice the sensation that this mudra may give to you. Emotions that come of gratitude. Exhale all the way out. Next inhale, arms extended upwards. Gaze towards your hands. And exhale, flex your spine. Gaze towards your belly button. Inhale, arms extended upwards, your spinal column elongated. And exhale, arch to the right. Apply your right fingertips and open your left shoulder. Good. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arch to the left. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist to the right. Your left hand on the outside of your right knee, your right hand behind you. Inhale, unwind your neck first. And exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. Your right hand on the outside of your left knee, your left hand behind you. Inhale, unwind your neck. And exhale, neutral spine. We'll do that whole sequence again. One more time. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, flex your spine. Try to keep your biceps next to your ears. Okay, in line with your ears. One last breath. Good. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arch to the right. This time you can walk your hand a little bit further away from your body. One inhale here. Good. And exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arch to the left. Walk your left hand a little bit further away and open up your right shoulder. Good. Inhale here, create space. And exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist to the right. And we'll take one extra breath here. Inhale here. And exhale, unwind your neck. Neutral spine. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale here. And exhale, unwind your neck, neutral spine. Excellent. Let's come into all fours, Marjariasana. So our hands are underneath their shoulders, our knees underneath their hips. We're going to elongate our feet and come into cat-cow. So on our inhale, we're going to arch our spine, unite our scapula, gaze towards your forehead. And exhale all the way out, flexing your spine, press against the floor with your hands, creating space between your scapula with your gaze towards your belly button. Inhale, arch, point your coccyx bone upwards, unite your scapula, your gaze towards your forehead. And exhale, flex all the way out with your air, gaze towards your belly button. One more time, inhale, arch, and exhale, flex. Good. And release. We'll create some vortexes with our hips. Try to isolate the movement in your hips, keeping your shoulders nice, firmly immobile as much as possible, just to kind of start to bring our awareness also to our abdomen as we vortex our hip around. We're going to exhale, engage your abdomen, and then inhale, open up, and point your coccyx bone upwards. Okay? Just kind of create or loosen up some tensions in our hips. Another 2. Good. And last one. Excellent. And we'll do that in the opposite direction. So exhaling, thrusting your hips forward and around, engaging your abdomen, and inhaling, opening up. You start to feel your tensions in your joints, in your muscles around your joints starting to loosen. One more vortex here. Good. And neutral spine. Let's create some more space between our hands and our knees. And we'll do those vortexes just a little bit, emphasizing the movement here. So we actually start to feel some space, right? We'll move forward, bringing the weight of our body into our hands, almost into Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog, but not quite. Okay, we're going to open up our sternum in the front here and exhaling back, starting to obviously engage our shoulders in the movement. One last round here. And excellent. And we'll do that in the opposite direction. So really open up your left oblique, forward, and exhale. Push back. Inhale. Create that space in your body, and exhale back. One last time. Excellent. And then we'll end up in Balasana. So we'll come into all fours, separate your knees about the with distance of your mat, and Balasana, child's pose. So you can keep child's pose either active, coming onto your fingertips here, raising your elbows up, or just resting your hands. You can also bring your hands by your sides behind you, okay, for a bit more of a relaxing posture. I like to keep my Balasana quite active, to keep my opening up my shoulders. One more breath. Good. Gaze towards your hands and come on to all fours. Keep your feet, or bring your feet into hammer position. We're going to raise our knees off the floor about 5 centimeters, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Good. And rest your knees. Roll your shoulders, bring your feet back to hammer. We're going to raise our knees off the ground. Good. And then extend your right leg back, pushing with your right heel. 3, 2, engage your core. 1. Good. Right foot back, next to left. Rest your knees. Roll your shoulders out. Exhale all the way out. Next inhale, knees 5 centimeters off the ground. Extend your left leg, push with your heel. 3, 2, engage your core. 1. Good. Left foot next to right. Rest your knees. And let's take a seat. Observe the heat in our body as it starts to rise. Observe your heartbeat. One last breath. Good. Come back to all fours. Extend, so keep your feet, the necks of your feet on the ground. Extend your right leg, left arm forward. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your right knee and your left hand grabs your left ankle. Extend your leg. Open up your left shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. And left hand down, right knee next to left. Good. Left side. Inhale. Extend your left leg. Right arm forward. And try to keep your bicep in line with your ear, but your gaze is towards the floor. You want to create one long spinal column, all the way from our coccyx bone, or our sacrum, all the way up to our cervical spine. One last breath. Good. Bend your left knee, your right hand to grab your left ankle. Extend your leg. Open up your right shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. And release. Great. Let's walk your hands a little bit further toward the top of our mats. Come into a plank position. Okay. In plank position, we have our abdomen engaged. Our hands are rooted into the ground underneath our shoulders. And the weight of our body is split or evenly dispersed between our hands and our feet. One last breath. Good. Rest your right knee on the ground. Rest your left heel and come into a modified Vasisthasana, modified side plank. Okay? So we're going to start to bring our awareness to our obliques so as to communicate to them that they're going to be engaged throughout this practice. Okay? We'll do some planks, side planks. Extend your left arm, create space in your left oblique with your breath. One last breath here. Good. Left hand down. And come back into plank. Evenly disperse the weight between your hands and your feet. 3, 2, and one last breath. Good. Rest your left knee, your right heel, and come up to a modified side plank on your left arm. Good. One more breath with your arm extended upwards. Excellent. And extend your right arm forward. Create space in your right oblique with your breath. 3, 2, and last breath. Excellent. Right hand down, back to plank. Inhale here. On your exhale, Shastanga, knees, chest, chin. Good. Inhale, slide forward into small cobra. Again, as yesterday's first small cobra, we didn't apply the weight into our hands, right? We didn't apply our body's weight into our hands. We used our paravertebral muscles to elevate our chest. We're going to continue to do that today. One last breath. Excellent. And rest your forehead. Your legs are engaged. Engage your core. And come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. In Adho Mukha Svanasana, we can pedal out our heels. So bending your left leg, extending your right leg, extending your left leg, bending your right leg. Okay. And you can also engage your hips in this movement so as to create a little bit more space in your posterior chain of your legs.
small or slow movements, rather, connecting each movement to the breath. Good. One last round. Good. Raise both heels up. Inhale, point your coccyx bone upwards, and then bend your knees. Bring your chest close to your quadriceps. Come on to the extreme tip of your feet. Unite your scapula. Your hands are active. One last breath. Good. Extend your legs and rest your heels to the ground. Okay, if you're in Adho Mukha Svanasana and your spine is curved, please bend your knees, raise your heels off the ground, and extend your spine. One last breath here. Good. Inhale, right leg up. Open up your right hip, stack your right hip on your left, and gaze underneath your left shoulder. 2 breaths here. Keep on pointing your right knee to the sky. 1 more breath. Good. Raise your left heel up and bring your right knee to your chest, and then your forehead to your knee. 3 breaths. 2, engage your core. And 1. Good. Place your right foot in between your hands. Rest your left knee. Come into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Okay. Your right knee and your left knee at 90-degree angle starting out. Tilt your pelvis forward so as to create length in your left quadricep. Now walk your right foot forward. Extend your arms upwards. And we'll do a modified Anjaneyasana. Slight variation. So our arms are extended upwards. Point your palms back and bend your elbows. Bring your pinkies to touch one another and rest your hands. Try to place them in between your scapula. Okay. Slide your right knee forward and slight arch. 1 more breath. Good. Come back up. Your hands around your right foot. Extend your right leg into Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Okay. Point your right hip back. Your left knee is still at a 90-degree angle. And I'm pointing my right heel forward. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands forward. If you'd like, you can also place your hands on props here, or walk them forward on props so as to gradually experience the sensations in the asana. 1 last breath. Good. Gaze forward, place your right foot down. Let's walk our left knee slightly forward, our left hand on the inside of our right foot, and our right hand on our right knee. Now twist open to the right. Gaze past your right shoulder. 2 and 1. So now we're going to bend our left knee. Now, if your left knee is, resting on the ground and it's starting to experience some discomfort, you can also fold your mat over twice. Okay. Bend your left knee. My right hand is going to grab my left ankle, and I'm going to pull my heel close to my coccyx bone here. Okay. 1 more breath. Good. And release. Your hands around your right foot. Extend your left leg. Left leg up. Inhale. Urdhva Prasarita Kapalabhati, and exhale. Uttanasana. Fold forward. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Flat back. In flat back, you can also place your hands on your tibia. If you have the length place your hands to the ground, that's great. And exhale, Uttanasana. Couple more like this. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, Uttanasana. One more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Flat back, extend your arms forward. Your legs are engaged. Point your coccyx bone back. One more breath. Good, and come up to standing. Urvasthasana, heels up. Bring your gaze past the point of your nose. Another 2 breaths. One more breath. Good. And Samastiti. Your arms are still engaged. You're going to come into Utkatasana. Chair pose. 3. Come a little bit lower. 2. And 1. Good. Come back up to standing. Good. Unite your palms, cross your hands, point your index finger, and arch. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Come back up to standing, neutral spine, and fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, gaze forward. Take a step back with your left foot. Rest your left knee. Exhale. Extend your right leg, raising your hips, and take a step back into plank. Side plank on your right arm. Now, if you can, keep both legs engaged without resting your right knee. If you need to rest your right knee, perfectly fine. Okay? Keep your left arm on your side. One more breath. Gaze past your right shoulder. Good. Left hand down. From here, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend your elbows. Inhale. Bhujangasana. And exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Two more breaths. One more breath. Good. Left leg up, inhale. Stack your left hip on your right, bend your left knee, gaze underneath your right shoulder. Really point your left knee to the sky. 2. And 1. Good. Raise your right heel. Bring your left knee to your chest and then your forehead to your left knee. 3. Engage your core. 2. And 1. Good. Left foot in between your hands. Rest your right knee and come into low lunge. Okay. Before we slide our left knee forward, we're going to bring awareness to our pelvis, both our left leg and our right leg at 90-degree angle. Tilt your pelvis forward to create that length in your quadriceps in your right leg. And then start to shift your weight forward into your left foot. Inhale, arms up, palms back, unite your pinkies, your hands in between your scapula. Elbows up, 2, and 1. Good. And release, hands in between or around your left foot. You're going to extend your left leg and come into Ardha Hanumanasana. Okay. Your right leg at 90-degree angles, your posterior chain really elongating because you're pushing with your left heel. Now use the props if you need to, as you did with your right leg forward. You can use with your left leg forward. One more breath. Good. Bring your gaze forward. Rest your left foot down. Walk your right knee slightly forward. We're going to come into a twist. So your left hand on your left knee, pushing against it so that it acts. It helps us open up to the left. One more breath. Good. Now I'm going to bend my right knee, grab my left ankle, and pull my heel towards my coccyx bone. One more breath. Good. And release. Hands around your left foot, your right foot in hammer position. You're going to step forward and up with your right leg in Urdhva Prasarita Kapalabhati, and then exhale, Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, and exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, Uttanasana. When we come into Ardha Uttanasana, the intention, inhale Ardha, is to elongate your spine and open up your hips, and exhale, fold forward a little bit deeper. Inhale, extend your arms forward, your legs are engaged, pointing your coccyx bone back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come up to standing. Urvastasana. Your arms are up. Heels are up onto your tippy toes. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest your heels. Come into Utkatasana chair pose. Really strengthen our legs. 3. Come a little bit deeper, 2, and 1. Good. Come up to standing. Inhale. We're going to arch, cross your hands, point your index finger. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up, and exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, gaze forward, take a step back with your right. Rest your right knee. Exhale. Extend your left leg, plank. Vasisthasana, side plank on your left arm. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right hand down. Inhale. And exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Bhujangasana. And exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Right knee to your chest. Forehead to right knee. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right foot in between your hands and come up to Urdhva Prasarita Kapalabhati, standing split. And exhale, Uttanasana. Okay. Inhale, extend your arms forward, come up to standing, Urdhva. Heels up, and exhale, Samastiti. Excellent. Let's take a step back with our left foot. Okay, we're going to come into Virabhadrasana 1, right, Warrior 1. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Root them well with awareness and intention. Okay. If you need to perform Virabhadrasana 1 with a little bit more space in your hips, you can walk your left foot towards the outside of your mat, just on the inside of the outer edge. Otherwise, keep your heels in line. Bend your right knee. Extend your arms up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend your right leg. Open up into Virabhadrasana 2. Our heels are in line. My left foot is now at 90 degrees. Bend your right knee. 3, 2. Keep your awareness on the soles of your feet. Where is the weight placed in your soles of your feet? 1. Good. We're going to come into peaceful. Warrior 2, Viparita. Your left hand on the outside of your left tibia. You're going to extend your right arm back and bring your gaze upwards. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back up and exhale. Parsvakonasana. Extended side angle. So again, like yesterday's practice, we place our hands on a prop, or we can bring our hands to the neck of our foot. Extend your left arm forward. 3. Press your body's weight into the inside of your right knee. 2. And 1. Good. Your left hand down. You're going to take a step forward. We're going to perform Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. So my left hand is forward. My left leg is engaged. And we're going to start to open up our right shoulder. Extend your right arm up. Once you've found your balance here, we're going to bring our gaze past our right shoulder. One more breath. Excellent. Hands down. Take a step back with your left foot. Your right foot to follow. Good. Vasisthasana, side plank. This time, extend your left arm up and bring your gaze past your left shoulder. Another 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Left hand down. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. In Urdhva Mukha, we have our knees elevated. And exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to your chest. Your forehead to your knee. 3, 2, and 1. Left foot in between your hands. Good. Inhale, right leg up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, extend your arms forward, come up to standing in Urdhva Hastasana, heels up. And exhale, Samastiti. Excellent. Let's take a step back with our right foot, performing Virabhadrasana 1. Use your variation or modification. Bend your left knee. Keep the weight of your body on the outside of your right foot and in your left foot. Inhale. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Open up to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Peaceful. Viparita. Your right hand on the outside of your right tibia, your left arm extends back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back up. Inhale. And exhale. Parsva Konasana. Left hand on the inside of our left foot or on our left foot. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Your hands down. Take a step back with your left foot. Side plank and your left arm. Extend your right arm up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right arm down. Take a step forward with your left foot. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Revolved half moon. So we're going to bring our right hand in front of our left foot. Extend your right leg back. Left arm up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a step back with your right foot. Left foot follows. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Inhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Two. And 1. Good. Right leg up. Inhale. And exhale, right foot forward. Good. Inhale, left leg up. This time we're going to perform Urdhva Parasarita for 3 breaths. So standing split. You can bring your right hand to your right ankle already, or leave it on the floor. And so you extend your left leg up, walk your left hand just a little bit further away from your right foot, just to create space so that when you fold, you have space for your chest. 1 more breath. Good. And exhale. Uttanasana. We're going to separate our feet about hips width distance. Okay? We're going to come into Padangusthasana. So I'm going to grab the big toes with my index, middle, and thumb. My elbows are pointing outward. I'm going to start off by bending my knees. Okay, I'm resting my chest on my knees here. My scapula are united. I'm going to extend my legs and pull myself down. 1 more breath. Good. And release. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Unite your feet, your big toes. And exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Your hands in front of your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, you're going to twist to your right. So you're going to bring your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Okay, gaze down to see that your knees are aligned. And once you see that they're aligned, continue to twist open to your right, pressing against the outside of your right knee with your left elbow to bring your hands in front of your sternum. 1 more breath. Good. And release. Inhale. And exhale, twist to the left. Again, gaze towards your knees to see that they're aligned. Push against the outside of your left knee. 1 last breath. Good. And release. Come back up to standing. Inhale. Good. And just stay here, bringing your awareness to your breath, to the soles of your feet, to your heart beating. Excellent. Do some lateral flexions. So inhale your arms up. I'm going to step to the center of my mat. And exhale, arch to the right. Inhale up. And exhale, arch to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, arch to the right. Inhale, neutral spine. And exhale, arch to the left. One more round. But as we arch to the right, we're going to stay here for 3 breaths, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale. And exhale to the left. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale. Extend and release your arms. Excellent. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, take a step back with your left. Right follows. Again, side plank. On your right arm, extend your left arm up. And if you want, you can float your left leg. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Left hand down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. And exhale, Adho Mukha, Svanasana, downward facing dog. And last breath. Good. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to chest. Forehead to knee. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Left foot in between your hands. Inhale, left leg up. Urdhva Prasarita Ekabadasana, standing split. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And release. Right foot down. Separate our feet about hips width distance. We're going to come into Padahastasana. So instead of grabbing your big toes, we're going to place our palms underneath the soles of our feet. Okay? Bend your knees. Fold forward, unite your scapula, and extend your legs. 3, 2, and 1. Good, and release. Inhale, gaze forward, unite your big toes, into Utkatasana. Inhale here, and exhale. Hands in front of your chest, twist to the right. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Unwind. Inhale. And exhale, twist to the left. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Unwind. And come up to standing, Samasthiti. Observe the weight of your body pressing into the soles of your feet, against the floor beneath you. Observe your heart beating, any tingling sensations you may have in your hands. Excellent. Good. We'll do some lateral flexions again. Inhale, arms up. And we'll go directly into a right arch, breathing for 3. 2. And 1. Good. Come up, inhale. And exhale to the left. 3. 2. And 1. Good. And come up. We're going to cross our hands behind our back here, behind our sacrum. Extend your arms, and we're going to come into Baddhahasta Uttanasana. Extend your chin upwards, and exhale, fold forward. Keep your palms united, and bring your breath into your thoracic spine. Another 2 breaths. Last breath. Good. Your hands fall behind your legs. Good. Your arms down. Take a step back with your right foot. Your left foot follows. Come into side plank. Modified side plank. Your right arm up, and you're going to extend your right leg. Float your right leg up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right hand down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Super. Bravissimi. Extend your coccyx bone upwards, your heels down. Root your fingertips. One more breath. Good. Let's raise our heels up, rest your knees. And let's have a seat on our heels and observe. Observe the space that we've created with our breath. Observe the heat we've generated. Excellent. Let's come back up onto our knees. And we'll perform Parigasana or modified Parigasana. As we did yesterday, extend your right leg out, your right heel in line with your left knee, point your right foot, okay? Left hand or right hand, the outside of your right hand resting on your right knee. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale to the right. Another 2 breaths. Last breath. Good. And come back up. Excellent. Right knee next to your left. Extend your left leg. Left heel in line with your right knee. Inhale. And exhale. Flex to the left. Another 2 breaths. And last breath. Good. Come back up. Left knee next to your right. Okay. And we're going to come into Ardha Ustrasana. So if you perform Ustrasana or camel with your feet in a hammer position, that's perfectly fine. Gives you a little bit more elevation so as to feel more comfortable when you're arching backwards, right? A little bit more accessible. But we're going to perform Ardha Ustrasana. So one arm is going to be resting, okay? And the other arm is going to be extending back, okay? So right hand down on the sole of your right foot, extend your left arm back. 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Inhale. And exhale left. Inhale 3, 2, and 1. Back up. Good. And exhale. Manjariasana. Excellent. We're going to come into playful puppy. So extend your right arm forward, left arm follows. Your hips are located above your knees, positioned above your knees, and you're going to rest your chest and your chin. Now regulate the distance between your hands and your knees here in order to rest your chin and your chest. One last breath. Good. And release. Come into all fours. Excellent. And let's take a seat. One last breath. Excellent. And let's have a seat. So we'll either cross our ankles to sit down, or we can shift our weight from either side, left or right. Okay. Extend your legs forward into Dandasana. Okay. So we have our legs active almost to the point where our heels are raised. If your heels are raised, then that's wonderful. If not, if your legs are still active, and as long as they're engaged, right? Inhale, arms up. Cross your hands, palms facing upwards. And on your exhale, you're going to keep your hips where they are, obviously, because they're resting in the ground. We're going to bring our left shoulder to the midline of our body. So twisting with our shoulders. Using your breath to create space and to settle a little bit deeper into the position. One more breath. Good. Inhale, neutral spine, and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, create space. One more breath. Good. And release. Paschimottanasana. If you're in Paschimottanasana, there are multiple ways to position your hands, right? You can grab the soles of your feet so as to pull yourself, right? But I like to keep myself engaged, right? So I'd like to do engaged and active, elongating. So I keep my hands down on the ground, right? And slowly fold, listening to my body. Trying to keep my spine long, right? If my spine is curved, right, and if you're floating into Paschimottanasana like so, better to bend your knees to protect your spine, right? It doesn't matter how low you go. It just, basically, it's your own journey here, right? But you want to keep your spinal column healthy. One more breath. Good. Send your arms upwards. Purvottanasana. So we're gonna, the more accessible version of Purvottanasana is with your knees bent and thrusting your hips upwards like so. Right? But if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, extend your legs, point your feet. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. And release. Perfect. Shanu Shirshasana. We're going to bring our left heel to our perineum here. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Cross your hands if you'd like. And exhale, fold forward. So much like Paschimottanasana, if your spine is if you're floating into space like this, you can bend your knee, or you can also grab a strap, that helps to create an anchor for you. Okay. One last breath. Good. Inhale. Up. Let's bring your left leg forward and your right heel to your perineum. Shanu Shirshasana. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Another 2 breaths. And one last breath. Good. Come back up to a seated position. Extend your right leg next to your left. We're going to place our hands down just on either side of our quadriceps. Bend our knees and float our legs up. We can keep our tibia to the height of to parallel to the ground here. Okay. You can also hug your legs if this is a little bit easier for you, right? But to engage your core, you can rest your hands down. For even more advanced version, you could extend your legs and your arms forward. One more breath. Good. And come into Ardha Navasana. I'm going to shift myself forward, bring myself onto my sacrum. Another 2 breaths. One more. Good. And release. Inhale. Extend your arms. And on your exhale, you're going to bring your right knee to your chest. And then have it slide towards your armpit. Good. One more breath. Excellent. Extend your right leg and then bring your left knee to your chest. And then have it slide out towards your armpit. 2 and 1. Good. And extend your left leg. Just stay here in Shavasana just for 2 breaths. Good. One more breath. Excellent. Bring our feet onto the floor, bending your knees. We're going to come into a small bridge. So your heels have a little bit of space between them and your middle finger. We're going to thrust your hips upward, bring ourselves onto our shoulders, cross your hands, rest your forearms, and press against the ground with your feet. One more breath. Good. And release. Excellent. Bring your feet about the width distance of your mat and let your knees fall to the center. One breath here. Good. We're going to bring our feet about hips width distance, cross your right leg over your left. So resting your right ankle on your left knee. And we're going to float our left leg up. Okay, extend your left leg and grab on hold to your calf, right? So from here, push with your left heel upwards, and we're going to walk our hands toward our ankle, right? If this isn't accessible to you, you can keep your left knee bent and pull your right tibia closer to your chest, right? One more breath. Good. And release. Change positions. Your left ankle on your right knee. Okay, bring your right knee close to you. Extend your leg, or not. You can keep your right leg bent. And bring your left tibia close to your chest. One more breath. And release. Excellent. Perfect. Extend your left leg. Bring your right knee to your chest, and then bring your right knee to the left. You may want to shift your hip to the right so as to create that straight line, and open up your right shoulder. Try to keep your right shoulder applied to the ground. One more breath. Good. And unwind. You're going to do the same thing. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee, bring it close to your chest, and then bring your left knee to the right. Shift your hip to the left. Create that long line here. Open up your left shoulder. One more breath. Good, and release. Come into Savasana for 2 breaths. Excellent. Bring your knees to your chest. And then shift your weight, or shift your knees to the left or to the right, and come into a seated position. In a comfortable seated position, we will be performing Kapalabhati, which is a pranayama breathing technique, which is an activating, energizing breathing technique. Okay, so essentially what it is a forceful, activated exhale using your abdominal muscles with a passive inhale. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate, and then I'll explain. So I'm going to exhale all the way. I'm going to exhale all the air out of my lungs using only my nose. Inhale here, and then exhaling. And then resting. Okay, so it's an active exhale. I'm going to actively engage my abdominal muscles to force the air out of my lungs. And then the inhale is passive. Okay, so let's try together placing your hand, your left hand on your belly. Okay, you can rest your right hand on your knee. And just observe your breath, a natural, unmodified breath, as your belly rises and falls. Okay, and this first round that we will do, we'll try to just forcefully use our hands, right? If you're a beginner, it may help you. So try to forcefully use your hands as you exhale. To feel your muscles contracting. So let's do that. Ready? Exhale all the way out. Inhale here. And begin. And rest. Observe. Okay? So let's try that without the use of our hands and the force of our hands, okay? And we'll do it for 3 times. We'll do 3 rounds. The first round we will do for a count of 20. All right? We'll rest. The second round for a count of 30. We'll rest. And then the third round for a count of 40. Okay? So rest your hands or your wrists on your knees. You can bring your hands in Chin Mudra, uniting your index, your thumb, and extending the rest of your fingers. Observe your breath as it rises and falls. First round, 20 Kapalabhati. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, big inhale, and begin. At 20, rest. Observe. Breathe naturally. Two more breaths. Last breath. Good. Exhale all the way out. This round, 30. Inhale. Begin. And rest. A natural breath in and out of your nose. Observe. 2 more breaths. One last breath. Last round, 40. Exhale all the way out. Inhale. Begin. And rest. A natural breath in and out of your nose. Observe. Savasana, final resting pose. With your body laying on the floor, your arms beside you, your palms facing upwards. Your body completely relaxed. Breathing a natural breath in and out of your nose. Resting the muscles in your face, your eyelids, your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw, your tongue. Observe your belly as it rises and falls with every inhale and exhale. Observe your heart beating pulsating in your feet and in your hands. Notice your body in its completeness as it rests on the ground beneath you. Start to reawaken your body, moving your fingers and your toes, your ankles and your wrists. Shake your head from left to right. Inhale, extend your arms past your head. And exhale, your knees to your chest. Bring your knees to the left or to the right. Come into a seated position. It is an honor to share this practice with you. From my heart to yours, with gratitude.